Today's question is sent to us from viewer Sam Jenkins out of Dubuque. And it says, morning chores or back to bread? You know, it says back to bed, but probably go back to bread. Which is, of course, a specific bed, not just any bed. But I would like, I think, to do a couple of chores. Before I go back to bread. So, what chores are those? Well, I need to take the trash out. That's one chore for sure. First, obviously, I need to smoke a cigarette. It's pretty chilly this morning, so I got a jacket on. It's chilly like living in an igloo. We like it on the cold side when we go to sleep, you know. Just feels nice knowing you won't have to do it later, yeah? Yeah. I definitely need to take the kitchen trash out. It's all the way full. I can't squish it down anymore. I should sweep up the two piles of cigarette butts that I have in two different spots. One right here, one out front. So anyway, we'll be beginning morning chore shortly. This is my pre-chore cigarette that I'm having right now. I think as perhaps the first of all the chores, what I'm going to do, I'm going to deal with this little table right here. What do I mean deal with it? Well, this doesn't belong here. This doesn't belong here. This plunger doesn't belong here. None of these things belong here. Where did this plunger even come from? These can go here. There. So there, we're already down one chore. I'm off to a roaring start. I've done one chore already. And it's more chores than zero. I feel at peace, basically, regarding the Michelle Shock stuff. Like, I thought about it last night. It's pretty clear cut, you know. She'll either sue me or she won't. And I'm not gonna waste time and energy worrying about it. Hello, sir. It's me. Your previous beautiful Dwang. I got suspended again for scams and deceptive practices, but you're back. What kind of scams and deceptive practices? And why? Why engage in such? I'm cleaning up a little bit right now. Not a lot. I have a finite amount of capacity to clean. But I'm planning to use some of it this morning to accomplish a couple things here. Putting these two old coffee cups back in the kitchen, in the sink. It's a good idea. I kind of feel like I have to poo again. I've already pooed like twice this morning. But I think I have a third one on its way. I'll better go into the bathroom and deal with that, I suppose. You'd think pooing twice before starting a live stream would prevent the normal occurrence of a live stream making me poo. But apparently not. Okay, so you guys can look at the door while I poo. Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you guys are that I'm having to poo again. Maybe even more surprised. I better get another roll of toilet paper though. I got 2 more rolls of toilet paper, so. This is gonna be a nice poop, let me tell you. Just be glad my phone doesn't have smell capacity. Okay, well. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but apparently there was a quote-unquote air disaster where a plane had to turn around because someone had diarrhea all over the plane. All throughout the plane. So that sounds like a pretty rough plane trip. That sounds like definitely a suboptimal start to a vacation, for example. Should be on When Vacations Attack, which is a show I was watching yesterday. Rachel and I were watching it. Well, Rachel was mostly playing with her phone. Rachel's new phone came in yesterday, and she had to get it set up and stuff, you know. She was on the phone with the Verizon lady, getting her old phone transferred to her new phone. But she still doesn't have SMS text sending working. And we tried to solve that problem, but turns out it's something on Verizon's end. So Rachel has to wait until today to get that last little problem fixed, and then she should be up and running on her new phone in full. As I am up and running on my new phone in full. Everything works on my phone. And I like my phone. I got the kind that folds in half. Surprisingly. I don't normally like phones, but I like this phone. I mean, it was an unusual situation because I actually walked into this phone getting experience knowing which kind of phone I wanted to get. I never had a preference before, but I saw the commercials for those folding phones and how you could just like set it on a wall without using a tripod to film things. I was like, oh, I want that phone. And then, after many promptings to fix the problem, when we finally got around to getting Rachel off of her dad's account and onto mine, well, I figured it was time to fix my phone problem too. So, so I did. I happened to have, like I said, in my mind, a specific phone I wanted, which is not normal for me. Let's do a couple of chores here. That poo qualifies as a chore, by the way. Get this trash. And then we'll get this trash over here. Rachel said, it used to be that I had a trash can next to me, but Rachel didn't have a trash can next to her. And I was like, why do you always get ash all over you? Because she's always getting ash on her. And she said, well, I try to blow out the stem of my bong into my hand and the ash blows all over me. I said, well, would you like a trash can next to you? She's like, yeah, I would. So I got a trash can for her. Yesterday she told me, that was a while ago, that we did that. Yesterday she told me, having this trash can next to me has been life-changing. Which I thought was pretty funny. Okay, wow. 3 full bags of trash to go outside. Come on, let's go. That's a lot of trash. You think I forgot about you? No, it's fine. I remembered you. Okay. There's one trash can filled up all the way to the top. Now, we have to replace those trash bags. The trash bags are kept in here. One, two, three trash bags. Okay. Now let's go to the first trash can that we need to put a new trash bag in. It's this trash can right here. This is trash overflow. It ended up on the floor. Okay, now let's go put a bag in Rachel's trash can. This is Rachel's trash can right here. This is her old phone. She has a new phone now though. She has an iPhone 14 Pro Max. Okay. Last trash bag to replace. It's over here. You put it in here like this, and then you put the orange edges around it like this. There. Whew. Well, needless to say, that was a lot of work. My fancy wilderness car short is now over 10,000 views. Am I still a weeb? No, I'm still an otaku, okay? I'm not a weeb. I don't accept that label. I consider myself an otaku. Whew, exhausting. Yeah, weebs are like foreigners who are into Japanese stuff. I'm a Japanese person who's into Japanese stuff. I get to decide what race I am, okay, not other people. Race is a very personal identity marker that I get to choose. And I choose to be whatever race it's most convenient to be at the moment. A bed can be anywhere. You know, Acacia, I disagree with that. I'm going to have to disagree with you here. And I'm not one who normally find myself disagreeing with Acacia. But in this case, I do disagree with Acacia. Once you've got attached to your bed, for example, bread, it's not the same sleeping in a different bed. Or it's like trying to sleep on a chair. It's like, this is uncomfortable. Stella Artois. The right drink for 7:25 a.m. If Rachel's not going to finish her beers, I'll finish them when I get up, you know. It doesn't have any alcohol in it, so might as well. So, but I want to know, Blavac Draco, what it is that you did for scams and deceptive practices. Like, what were you doing? I got 3 bags of trash taken out, and I could do another trash run here in a little bit because I've got the bathroom trashes. I got this box of trash in the garage. I could put all that in the trash can too. I could sweep up the cigarette butts out front and put them in the trash can. And I could sweep up the cigarette butts in the garage and put them in the trash can. So there's a lot more trash stuff I could do. I could even sweep up the sunflower seed shells. Anywhere ain't got nothing on my bed. That's right. Yeah, a fellow human would also like to know what you were doing that got you in trouble. Were you trying to get people to invest in a pyramid scheme? Obviously, before I do any more trash stuff, I need to reward myself for the first trash stuff I did with this well-earned bong rip or two. When you earn a bong rip, everything is beautiful. You can smoke the bong rip knowing you took out some trash. Could this bog be any more cloggy? I need to get another poker stick because this bog is so cloggy, that's why. Through the summer and the fall, we had each other. That is all. Let's fix our dopamine reward system, reset it. Any thoughts on it, Eric? Well, I currently am switching doctors, switching pharmacies, and look to be off of amphetamines for a solid month as part of the process. And I'm okay with that. It's like, I'm glad that's happening. I want to see how I am after I've been off of all amphetamines for a month. There's no disputing that amphetamine usage messes with your natural reward system. Like, you go through cycles of higher than normal reward feelings and then lower than normal reward feelings. And I've come to believe that it's probably not worth it. But at the same time, I've given up a lot of stuff. over the course of my life. I've been addicted to other things besides just alcohol that I had to give up, or into, maybe not addicted, right? Like a long time ago, I had a significant meth habit. I had to give that up. Um, I had to give up alcohol, obviously, because I was a drunk and I couldn't handle my liquor very well. I had to give up nitrous oxide because it gave me neuropathy and Rachel neuropathy. Um, I had to give up a lot of stuff. And I'm somebody who, for most of my life, has existed in conjunction with intoxicants. So, there's a complicated question. Can I really reset my dopamine reward system such as to be somebody who had an equivalent dopamine reward system as somebody who didn't ever spend their life doing drugs? I don't know if that's possible, but it's not necessarily impossible. I've been sober, quote unquote, for 10 years almost, and have done a lot of drugs during that time. But I haven't drank alcohol on purpose. I do suspect that on one occasion, not that long ago, I ordered what was supposed to be a non-alcoholic kombucha, but it tasted pretty alcoholic to me. I drank like about half of it before I said, I'm not going to drink any more of this. I think it has alcohol in it. I kept looking at the menu, non-alcoholic kombucha. I kept tasting it. I mean, they wouldn't put non-alcoholic kombucha on the menu or had alcohol in it, would they? It sure tastes like it does. Anyway, I didn't finish the drink, but I think I may have, unintentionally consumed a little bit of alcohol on that occasion. I'm not gonna bust my chops about that because all I did was trust the menu, which seems to be a perfectly reasonable thing to do. It specifically says on the menu non-alcoholic kombucha. So anyway, I don't consider that like falling off the wagon because once I concluded it more likely than not had alcohol in it, I decided to stop drinking it. Yeah, so like Dr. Ingram, who I'm going to meet with, he's like, well, he wants to schedule for October 4th. I've already been without my amphetamines for a good couple of weeks now. Well, not quite, actually. Like a week without any amphetamines. But that was a brief, like 2-day amphetamine run that when I went to LA, I hit up the low for some Adderall, just a little bit of it. Prior to that, though, it had been like a week or so since I'd had it. So by the time October 4th comes around, and the thing is, my initial response was, okay, well, I want to get speed before the Johnny concert on the 22nd. But now I'm thinking, Eric, just send a message back to the lady, Leilani, who's Dr. Ingram's assistant. Just tell her October 4th is fine. And then we'll see. We'll see how I feel. I mean, that's the thing is like I can't really conceive of quitting smoking pot because it's what I got left, right? Um, but I'm actually a little concerned about something I read. Yeah, I went through that phase too, fellow human, where I loved mushrooms and I'd take them as often as they could get me high. But I took them when we went to the fair. Just kind of made me feel like a little bit queasy, a little overstimulated. I didn't exactly regret taking them. We had to find enough time, but I wasn't glad I took them. That's the first time I had taken them since I had a bad experience. My first and only bad experience on mushrooms, really. I had I ate like a half an ounce of them after not eating them for a long time, forgetting that my tolerance was going to be down a little bit. And it was at the end of a long day. And I was also on like double Vyvanse, like 140 milligrams of Vyvanse. Half an ounce. Half an ounce is 14 grams. Anyway, it wasn't my best night. Let's put it that way. Whereas like the last time I ate them, I probably just ate like 3 grams or something. 3 grams was fine. We went to the fair. It was kind of pleasant seeing. There's certain things I like about mushrooms, but at a certain point, they stopped making me feel good, like you were saying there. For a long time, they consistently made me feel good, but that changed at some point. You know, I it oh, it was fine. It was a little nuts, but I blame that on the Vyvanse more than the mushrooms. I'm an old hat. I've taken mushrooms so many times. I can't even count, you know. It's just you gotta remember when you're taking them, how fresh is your head? If it's been a month since you've taken them, you only need to take 3 grams, 5 grams, or something like that. You went black. I don't know what going black means, but when I was on 14 grams, I kind of felt like I had a bit of a psychotic break. Again, the problem was not just the mushrooms; it was that it was on double Vyvanse, and it was the end of an incredibly long day where we had driven to Oakland and watched a baseball game and come back, and it was just like not a good idea from the outset. Yeah, it was streamed. Well, weed smoking is one of the chores of the morning. So the thing that I I was eventually able to realize I need to take half a Klonopin to make myself sane. And it worked. It worked like right away. And then I took another half and it worked even more. The thing is, that boy Klaus, what you may not be aware of because you got here a little bit late, is that I have already taken out 3 full bags of trash to the trash can. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad we had the Klonopin too. So they call it the trip killer, you know? I was just spinning way out of control. I don't know, man. It wasn't a good night for me. It was one of my worst nights. I wouldn't say it was one of my worst nights ever, but it was among the worst of them. Put it this way, not my proudest moment. What is your proudest moment, Eric? Um, maybe maybe that wedding. That was that went off so perfectly in every way imaginable that it's one of my proudest moments. Another one of my proudest moments is when I yelled at the cops to stop tasing that guy. And everyone was silent. We just watched this big crowd of people silent, watching the cops tase the fuck out of this guy. Until finally I yelled, stop tasing him. And then a bunch of other people started yelling it too. That's one of my proudest moments. I don't have a lot of good SI spank bank stuff, you know. Well, you can see the video of the kids if you want it. It's kind of intense. I don't really like watching it because it's super intense. But I can get you the link if you want. If you want to watch a super intense video. Pomona. Copy link address. Yeah, I can't watch that this morning. You mean the lady who said, fuck off, weirdo? That's what she said. She said, fuck off, weirdo. So I did, you know. I just turned around and fucked off, you know. It's pretty unequivocal, you know. Fuck off, weirdo. Okay, I guess you don't want to be around me. I'll go over there. But, you know, I think what deserves more points than fuck off weirdo is juice bro dickweed, which is the name that Michelle Shocked called me. I like that one. Hey everybody, it's juice bro dickweed here. And I'm ready to do some douchey shit. I'm ready to be a dick, you know. Ready to smoke some weed. Ready to be a bro. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. Douche Bro Dickweed. That actually does have a bit of a way with words, you know. You got to give credit where credit's due. That's a snappy name. With a collar between us? What does that mean? Goddamn autocorrect. Collab. That'd be great. I mean, the thing is, at this point, I don't even have anything against the woman. I'm just kind of. just kind of amazed, I guess. The worst collab ever. Yeah, that'd be funny. Maybe write a song together. Of course, then I wouldn't be allowed to play it anywhere. That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind collaborating with her on a video or on whatever. I interview her and she can even say all the horrible things she wants to me. At this point, it's like a curiosity more than anything else. I don't. She just seems so passionate about something so undefined. Like, does she have a preferable alternative to the status quo that empowers her to successfully prevent anybody from listening to her music? I mean, she's fully empowered and has used this power successfully to prevent anybody at all from listening to her music. I don't even want to diss her anymore. It's like, what is she so passionate about that she thinks is served well by preventing anybody from listening to her music? I mean, she wouldn't get anywhere with a cyberbullying suit because she keeps emailing me. You know, all I do is talk about what's going on in my life, honestly. I'm not contacting her. I'm not harassing her or whatever. Hi, Eric Thor. The problem is with the idea that I could be accused of a cyberbullying campaign is that would require somebody to go through the actual things I say and determine whether they comprise bullying or not. If you look at the history of our exchanges, she's sending me these spite-filled emails, and I'm just making videos, reading them out loud for people to hear, and pointing out that she's not behaving rationally. I don't know why. I don't mean to condemn the woman at all. Smoking's bad for you? Smoking? Are you sure? I thought it was exercise for your lungs. I did read some kind of distressing news about marijuana smoking, actually. So, marijuana apparently is a metals absorbing plant. It absorbs metals from the soil. And apparently, long term marijuana smokers show statistically significantly higher levels of lead and I think cesium. It's a little disturbing. The thing that I didn't get to the bottom of, which I considered researching a bit, but I wasn't in the mood at the moment, I didn't get to the bottom of is okay, statistically significant, but is it significant enough to justify health concerns? You know, I was in this instance, I was unable to intuit what Death Boy Klaus meant when he said, "This whole saga is going to end with a caller between you and Michelle Schacht," and then he clarified caller. I failed completely to intuit what he was trying to get at there. I just said that people who long-term marijuana smokers have a statistically significantly higher amount of lead. And I think the second metal was cesium. But the thing is, a statistically significant increase from the baseline does not necessarily mean an increase significant enough to prompt health concerns. For example, pilots are exposed to a significant amount more radiation than most people because they have less atmospheric protection from radiation when they fly high up in the sky. But by and large, it's not considered enough to put them at a significantly higher risk for cancer, right? So while the amount of lead in the bloodstream and cesium may be, or in the body, I'm not sure what they were measuring exactly, but while it may be higher, it may not be higher enough to be any concern. So, in other words, statistically significant refers to a statistical variation significant enough to justify concluding there's a link, okay, between increased levels of these bad things and smoking weed. But it doesn't tell us anything about whether the statistical deviance from the baseline is significant enough to be concerned, to have health concerns about. You're more worried about microplastics? Well, then you should buy bigger plastic things. You know? If you stop buying all those little teeny tiny plastic things, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. We evolved through microplastics. It turns out microplastics are responsible for speciation. So just be glad we have them, Eric Thor. I mean, lead's definitely bad. You definitely don't want lead. So, you know, you just gotta hope that the weed you smoke, the soil it's grown in, doesn't have any lead in it. Yeah, microplastoman. Microplastoman has the ability to kill sea life at an amazing rate. That's a superpower. Lead is not one of the fun elements. You know, someone mentioned uranium. Lead used to be uranium. Little known fact. Microplastic man, like the the villainous drug dealers are getting away in a boat, right? And he causes a massive die-off of sea life in the region that interferes with their boat getting away, thus saving the day. Yeah, well, except fellow human, the second lead should be spelled LED. So you spelled one of the words wrong. And that's something you're just gonna have to live with. Eric Thor, you know what? For your idea of Microplastic Man, I am hereby awarding you 1 wonder point. I think this is probably the first wonder point you've gotten. It may be an extra generous one just to introduce you to the concept of wonder points, but around here, when people do something good, I award a wonder point. On Wednesday, wonder point values are doubled. Sometimes if somebody does something really great, they'll get 2 wonder points. Well, you get a wonder point for your idea for Microplastic Man. A little generous. But you know what, that boy class, I think it's fair just because I want to make sure that Eric Thor is aware that wonder points are available and that he too could possibly earn one. So, you know, for a person's first wonder point, that boy class, I think we should generally have an acceptance that their first wonder point may be a little generous, you know. And I think that's okay. Fellow human, you're just lucky I didn't deduct a wonder point for your non-serious spelling, okay? Because around here, we take spelling seriously. Did you see how that boy class reacted when autocorrect misspelled his word? He was angry, you know, and appropriately so. What you should have done, fellow human, is blame it on autocorrect. It's too late now. I don't think you're going to be able to blame it on autocorrect now. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, fellow human, that after all should be 2 words. Okay. Let's not lie to ourselves here. Yeah. Or delete it real quick. Oh, what? No, I didn't say that. What are you talking about? Oh, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Look at this. Okay. Just in the middle of saying something, I just said, now is the time, Eric. Now is the time to do more chores. Do it now while you have the inspiration. I didn't say anything of that, actually. I just got up and found myself doing it. Then I reverse engineered what I presume must have happened. But it didn't really happen like that. Thanks to my 8-slot, very unconscious SE. I don't know why exactly I started to get up and do the trash right then. It's hard to explain, you know. You are the sunshine of my life. Trash. You always seem to be around. There's always trash inside my house. Oh. And I must throw the trash away. Is it trash? This still has one peach ring in it. I guess I just eat the peach ring and then it becomes trash. There's trash in here. There's a couple pieces of trash on the floor. Look. I'll show you. This thing is trash. This isn't trash, but this is an example of how command strips sometimes devolve into suggestion strips. Yes, that's right. Right here. That came down last night. Fell down onto the ground. I picked it this morning. That was really like a pre-chore. It was like, oh, I gotta fix that. So I'll put this back over here in this box of command strips. I mean, command, whatever they're called. I don't know. Here's this box of trash I was talking about. I'm going to put all three of these bags of trash in that box of trash. Now, let's take the box of trash, like this, and let's go out the door, like this. And then we'll go over to this trash can, over here. And we'll put the trash in it like that. Whew! Boy. I gotta reinstall that stupid cat door. I did such a terrible job. The first time I did such a terrible job. As terrible a job as could ever terribly be done. I'm not throwing trash to the woods. Okay, now I'm going to replace the bags that were in the bathroom trash cans and the bedroom trash can. To do that, I need to get some of these kind of bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 20 bags in here. All right, so let's go to the bathroom and put the new bag in the bathroom trash can. What do you say? Let's do it to it. You don't normally get to see inside the bathroom. Because normally when we're in here, I'm going to the bathroom. Put that in the trash can. Okay. Next trash can destination. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Since I have some extra bags here, I'm gonna double up. Stop falling out of there. Well, that was needlessly difficult. Now I'm gonna spray some stuff in the toilet. And I'm gonna squirt some of this stuff. Yeah. There. Okay. Maybe I'll come back and scrub the toilet in a minute. I'm really feeling adventurous. I'm waiting for the Great Cleric to come out. The new episode of the Great Cleric comes out today. If you're a Crunchyroll addict like me, you plan your days around which new episode of what comes out when. And you just like constantly lying to yourself, oh, maybe Jobless Reincarnation 2 comes out today. It doesn't. I keep reading these articles like 10 anime to watch if you like Jobless Reincarnation, if you like meow. The problem is, I always have seen all 10 of the things already. I've already seen all 10 of them. I already know which of those are fine ones to watch. Here's some trash for me to put in the trash can there. Oops, you guys were stuck looking at the ceiling for a second there. And empty this water like that and then put that in the trash can. Okay, we've got one more trash can to go. It's this trash can over here. Again, you guys stop falling backwards, please. Try to keep your balance a little bit better than that. It's this trash can. This bag is not the right size. But this bag is. And it goes in like that. With all these feathers from our pillows. Feathers are very vacuumable though. I just need to bring the vacuum back here and vacuum beside the bed where pillow feathers are most likely to gather. These socks have been worn on a couple of occasions, but I don't really feel as though they quite qualify as dirty yet. I guess they kind of do, probably. I could put them in the laundry. I like these socks. They're comfortable. Well, I guess I'll put them in the laundry. That way, it's like I'm doing some kind of chore-like thing, you know? It depends on the context in which you wear socks. If you're mostly just wearing them when it's cold around the house, they don't really get that dirty. Okay, back over here. Did I scrub the toilet? Am I that wild in my chore doing? Perhaps. There. That looks good. That's fine. Did have toilet cleaning for one morning. How much toilet cleaning really do you want to do in one morning? 6 toilet cleaning? I don't even have 6 toilets. What would I do with 6 toilets? I guess if you had 6 toilets, you could kind of do a crop rotation thing to avoid cleaning them. Well, those socks did end up in the laundry. But socks don't really go bad until they start getting crusty. then you gotta we do need a kind of dirty laundry pile. It's an excellent observation, that boy Klaus. I'm gonna award you a well-earned wonder point for that. That's a really excellent observation. I've not thought about this before. And what we need is a third pile of laundry that's not clean, but that you plan to wear again. I actually sort of incidentally have that pile. It's just these pants and this shirt by the bed next to me after I go to bed. I just put them on. No hampers are for dirty clothes, Jeremiah Fix. Not for sort of dirty clothes. Like my current clothes I'm wearing can definitely not qualify as clean. But these modesty pants that I'm wearing, I'll show you what they look like. I call them modesty pants because they go all the way from the waist down to my feet, as opposed to my short pants, which typically go down to here or so. Or of course, any of my large collection of Daisy Dukes, which go like this, you know. Bottom of the hampers for dirty clothes. Well, you know, we have a 2-section hamper, interestingly. We could have one half of it be sort of dirty clothes and one half of it be dirty clothes. But then you'd have to move things from the sort of half of dirty, sort of dirty to the dirty section. The point is, here's the key to dealing with laundry. Wear the same clothes every day until they're dirty. Then put them in the hamper. Basically, another way to measure that is, at least if you're a 52-year-old man named Eric, is you can basically change clothes every time you have sex. You're going to have to take a shower at that point anyway. So you might as well change clothes. Like you're looking at every 3 days, maybe every 2 days sometimes, every 4 days occasionally. That's good timing for an outfit. That's how long an outfit lasts. I think basically you should go like this. Stuff that's in the drawers in the closet or on the hangers in the closet is clean. There's a floor to the closet. Half clean things should be tossed into the floor of the closet. Fellow human, you're a better man than I. Okay. Yes, it does get dirtier by association. Once things go into the hamper, they gather. Dirtiness spreads around like warmth and water inside of a hamper. 24 times a week. That's like 4 days of the week, you only have sex 3 times. 2 days of the week, I mean, 3 days of the week, you have sex 4 times. Those are busy days. Well, I'm about due to change clothes today. I was feeling like changing clothes yesterday, sort of, but then I was like, nah, I don't want to take a shower. So I postponed hump day to Thursday. Hump day should not crowd Wednesday, which belongs to Wonder Points. Wonder Point Wednesdays, that's every Wednesday. So they should just call it Wonder Point Day, not Hump Day. I'll tell you what Thursday is. Thursday is the day that the Mexican restaurant in Mariposa is closed. We went there last night for dinner. It's the best deal in town by far for a sit-down dinner. Rachel's entree was $9.99. My super burrito entree was $11.99. We each got a Coke. The total bill was $30. So $31 and something. I just put down. I paid $40 to include the tip. And it felt like we got out of there for a bargain, It's hard to go out to eat at a sit-down place for $40 for 2 people anymore. Especially when it was as good a food as the Mexican restaurant. Kitty Magnifico, would you like to come over here? It's Daddy's post-chore bong rip time. Well, come on if you want. You can come here. Yes, post-chore bong rip time. After completing chores, a man must direct his attention, naturally, to completing post-chore bong rip time. What about leg day? I don't know about leg day. Yeah, it's a good deal. It's the only really good deal. Sometimes I look for anecdotes on Quora and Reddit. How accurate is this data in your opinion? Depends what their anecdotes about. If you're looking to see, like, have other people had this drug interaction experience or something, I think that's a very good source to reference. Oh, you can't trust that at all because people don't know what type they are nor what type the other people are. You can't trust their judgment in that at all. So you can't trust that at all. People tend to accurately report their subjective drug experiences because they are just that anyway. So, um, it's probably a better idea to ask somebody who does a given drug about that drug than it is to ask a doctor. Yeah, there's that thing too. Does it even still exist? Okay. Let's pull a couple more bong rips. It's 8:22 in the morning. You know what happens at 8:22 in the morning? Rachel comes downstairs. To brighten the world with her delightful presence. Hello, my darling, beautiful, spectacular wonder. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
I'm feeling fine.
Yeah.
There's some fresh coffee.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Is that how you spell Gesundheit? I never knew. No, that's not how you spell Gesundheit. That's how I like to spell Gesundheit now. You take the E off the end of that, and you've got yourself a great title for an adult magazine. You know, like Mamazons, Gesundheits. You can leave the E on there if you want. Look at that lady's Gesundheits. Huh? Wowza. That woman's got a pair of Gesundheits on her.
I love you, Eric.
I love you too, Rachel. Have I ever told you you got a real pair of Gesundheits on you?
Oh, I got a real set of Gesundheits.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Spelled the way that the way that Moonface spelled it. GAZOOONTITE. It is actually, of course, spelled GEEZOONTITE. Sundheit. Thank you, Acacia, for that.
I like both ways.
I like the fact that Gesundheit has 3 O's in it. It's got an extra O for extra ooh sound. Gesundheit. Oh boy. Another day awake and not having any amphetamines. So I'm just gonna get used to this. I was thinking, Rachel, I don't know if you heard me saying this on the stream, because I know you were awake for part of it, but I was thinking maybe just text Leilani and say October 4th is fine. Oh yeah, I told you about that. We had that conversation.
October is fine.
October 4th is fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. You sure?
No.
Why don't I tell her?
Why don't we wait and see what she says?
Yeah, wait till Monday.
Oh, he's out of town. Right, he's out of the country till this upcoming Monday, which is the 11th. I don't know. Does it matter to you whether we have 5 minutes for the concert?
No, it might help, but it's not totally necessary.
You know, why don't we say October 4th is fine? Since we know he's not getting back in the country till the 11th, right?
Yeah.
Just text her and say October 4th is fine. And this will be a good experiment. I want to see how it is without any amphetamines for a whole month.
Okay. We could always have it as we'll take the appointment, and if he does come back and there is availability, then have it work out that way.
Sure. Can you figure out how to phrase that to Leilani?
Yeah. I'm gonna say that we'll take the appointment, but if there is something that comes up sooner, we would like to take that as well. We would like to take that instead.
I mean, that's really the question. Do we want to do that, right? Because if I want to give it a full month, maybe we should wait till October 4th, and then I'll have a better sense of how I feel about the whole thing.
Okay. All right.
So
I'm thinking. You're okay.
Yeah, well, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Nobody ever died from lack of speed.
I mean, like you said, even like if we really, really wanted it, we can go back to LA. I really don't want to go back to LA.
No, well, I was thinking if that turns out to be the case, we'll ask the ladies to we'll figure it out. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Even if we have to go to LA, that's not the worst case scenario. I think that's the worst thing in the world.
Also, I think you're predicating your not wanting to go to LA based too much on our last experience.
Yeah. I'm not against going to LA.
Which, remember, you were PMS.
Yeah, I was out.
On the way back.
Yeah. I was down for the count.
According to the computer, it says high wind today. Let's look at the forecast and see really if it's high wind. The forecast thing at the bottom likes to be as alarmist as possible. to get me to click on it. Let's see. What are these high winds supposed to be? I don't see any high winds. You're lying, wind fig. Where are the high winds? Well, lying, wind liar. Oh, now it doesn't say it anymore because it changed its mind. UFO testimony actively being stonewalled today.
The coffee's delicious.
I'm glad to hear it. Luna claims efforts to get Bruce the necessary security clearance to discuss classified documents are actively being stonewalled. I want to see these purportedly mysterious lights. Footage of several mysterious lights recorded in Montgomery County, Ohio, has been published by local media. NCR. What's NCR mean as an internet word thing? Well, how Chayabuchian? What does that mean? I wonder. How Chayabuchian? Well, I wouldn't have even, it wouldn't have even occurred to me except I noticed she was in like not a good mood on the way home. And then the next day she started her period. Well, we had a drone over there last night. It was relatively close. Definitely a drone flying around. I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. It was fine, you know. I wasn't too worried about it. We see a good amount of drones around here, so I don't worry about them. Have yet to see a UFO. The most paranormal thing that Rach and I have seen around here was this inexplicable creature we saw walking across the road one day when we were driving past it. I don't know why I didn't stop and try to film it or whatever, because it was so like, what was that? It was like a giant caterpillar. Good night.
Good night.
We're just going back to bread, you know. I'll probably go back to bread relatively soon as well. It means a long time no see in Chinese, huh? Cool. Do you want to know how to say it's smoking time in Korean? I'll write it down here in the chat for everybody so they can use it. Dambe Pinanshiganida. That's how you say it. It's time to smoke. Okay, well, when it's time to smoke, hi, I'm famous YouTuber Eric. When it's time to smoke, I turn to Marlboro Reds. Dambe Pinanshiganida. Hig is Fidium Shitty Chick. That's funny. Those aren't words. You're just making that up. I'm not making up what I say. Today on Up Close and Personal. Sarigama Pada Nisa. No vaping for me. You know what to say about vaping? Vaping's better than raping, but not as good as shaping. That's why I don't vape. That's one of the many reasons why. The number one reason being I don't like it. And the number two reason being that's all I know how to say in Korean about human is it's smoking time. And kimchi, you know, I know how to say kimchi. I know how to say Korean barbecue in English. I like watching certain Korean television shows. I like how they go during some of them when they say things, you know. You know what I'm talking about? Whereas I don't particularly like the sound of Chinese, which is all like, sure, 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 sure. I like the sound of Japanese, which is like, wakata. Atakimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Uzumaki Naruto. What is that? What was that sound? Did you hear that? Huh. I wonder what that sound was. I don't know. I have no idea what it was. What do you think it sounded like? Watashi katsumitsu. Watatachi wa mizu o nonde imasu ka. Sounded like a ghost. It sounded like almost like a coyote or a wolf or something to me, like going like yawning almost, you know, going through three pitches. You had three distinct pitches, right? I guess I could look back on the video and see. I have no idea what that sound was. There's nothing around here that looks like it would have made it. There's a squirrel right there. Seems unperturbed by the whole thing, including the garage door opening. Birds are a little kiddish than the squirrels. Squirrels are mammals, so I guess they trust other mammals more. As you see the blue jays come down. He's a little less sure of me. Yeah, that squirrel right there could be one of the former baby squirrels. It's not that big. Baby squirrels grew up, you know, as babies do. Even baby humans. My baby human is going to be, get this, 25 years old. Wow. A quarter of a century. After 25, you just start getting old, you know. Before 25, you can still date Leonardo DiCaprio. After 25, I'm lucky I was able to date Leonardo DiCaprio in my early 20s. Of course, he wasn't born yet, but I don't know. How old is Leonardo DiCaprio? He's probably the same age as me. Maybe a little younger. You know, I think I may have, believe it or not, a fourth poo. People think poos can only come in odd numbers, ones or threes. And that's not wrong normally. But he video. Yeah, you can thumb it up the butt if you want. I'll thumb it up. Thank you for reminding me. I like the video with my thumb. There. Well, just make sure you wash your thumb afterwards if you do that. It will have butt juice on it. All right, let's go ahead and sit down and see if this fourth poo, this mythical fourth poo, might be a reality. Ooh, the toilet's so clean. Time to dirty it up again. Hot trouble. We're coming into guard. Daddy knows and Daddy appreciates. I feel so much safer with you here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What's that song that lady sings in the movie The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner in it? That's the song I want to sing to Treble. Who here has seen that movie, The Bodyguard, with Kevin Costner and that lady in it? And who knows what the song is that I'm talking about? I'll find out after I get out of the bathroom. Yes, there was a little bit more poo in me. There might be still a little bit more. I think I'm trying to get rid of a long-standing backlog of poo that's been stuck in the immigration limbo as a result of COVID quarantines. Oh, Kitty, man. What a loyal bodyguard you are. You make me want to sing that song from that movie. Song especially for bodyguards. You guard my body and you guard my heart. You guard my feelings when they don't like my art. You guard my penis when I'm going pee. guard my feet, and you guard me. Bodyguard, you're my hero. It goes something like that. Trouble's currently sitting on my big toe, making sure that nobody steals it. Got his left front elbow on my big toe. Ain't no one stealing this toe on my watch. He recently announced in his re-election campaign for sheriff. Okay, well, pretty impressive work with the pooing this morning, Eric. I gotta give you props there. You've done a lot of pooing. And a lot of doing, you know? And the two go hand in hand. And then, you know, later on today, I'm gonna get my hands on Rachel's Gesundheits. We're gonna have a little, what we like to call, married person's party. It's for married people only. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Why don't you go back to Soho? Is what I tell the New York hipsters who show up around here with their fancy cars and they're trying to drive so fast. Tito. There are no sergeant scales. There are major scales, there are minor scales, and then the much reviled diminished scales. Those formerly were minor scales, but they got demoted a rank. Now they're just diminished. Of course, in the Navy, you've got harmonic minor, harmonic major, OTC. They all went to OTC. Well, I guess the sergeants didn't. That's why they aren't included. Music only has commanding officers. It doesn't have any grunts. Well, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to stream for another 6 minutes till 9 a.m. At 9 a.m., what I will do is I will check to see if the new episode of The Great Cleric has come out. And I'm going to hope it has. And if it has, I'm going to watch it. Then I'll probably go back to bed I need to do a thorough examination of Rachel's gesundheit. That might presumably lead somewhere unmentionable. We can't use any words to describe it. We can only use the sounds ee-oo, ee-oo. Okay? It's too mature for you guys. I got it open. No, I don't. I smoked one of these blunts over here. Developing good habits. One thing I'd like to do is develop some good habits. And I want to tell you what those good habits are. So, one of the good habits I'd like to develop in my new program, Developing Good Habits, is I'd like to develop the good habit of leaving a lighter and a pack of cigarettes right here. This is where I smoke much of the time. Maybe not most, but much. And it just makes good sense to develop the good habit of leaving cigarettes and a lighter right there. Another good habit I would like to get into is always attempting, at least, to drop it into the ashtray instead of merely throwing it towards the ashtray, as I've gotten the bad habit of doing. So I will demonstrate shortly. In today's weekly symposium, Developing Good Habits with Eric. Now, it's not an ashtray. It's an ashtray. I don't have an ashtray. I guess that's, you could call this chair an ashtray, really. See? This is my ass, and this is the tray. You see how that works? Pretty good, huh? I really do have an ashtray. All right. This is the good habit I would like to develop. Watch and see. I made it in that time. But even if I don't make it in, it'll land close to the ashtray. Don't be led astray in my search for an ashtray by an ashtray. It's good advice. Ashtrays.com. Ashtrays brand chairs. Dorian. Well, I think that successful visit to the outside deserves a bong rip. But I'm a little shy on grounded grinds. So let's do a short amount of grinding. We could include this on the chore list if you'd like. Something more to check off. Get some nugs. Put them in the grinder as per me. You see? We now have nugs in the grinder. Now we're going to just give it a little push. Just a little push. That's how we get it around the edges, kind of. Now we turn. For every nug, turn, turn, turn. If you want them ground up, turn, turn. There's a reason that you were turning your grinder. It's so your weed can look like this, all ground up nice and ground like this. There is a season for grinding wheat, and that season is now. You're a real Cloggy McCloggertons. Well, that was a good bong rip. Let's check the old C-roll. My watch list. How about new episodes? No, it's not out yet. Even though I know it comes out today. Because it comes out on Thursday. Yeah, well, you are missing out. You're missing out on an exciting adventure of bong rips and being disappointed by Crunchyroll. Anyway, I got a lot of chores done today. I got 3 big trashes taken out and 3 little trashes and a box of trash. What song is that? I want to listen to that song now. They see me rolling. I gotta figure out what song it is. I remember liking it when it came out. Starfield FOMO? You wish you had a Starfield? Oh, fear of pissing outside? That's what FOPO is? You get 1 wonder point for FOPO show media. You cloggy bitch. This thing's a cloggy bitch. Riding dirty. Thank you, show media. That's helpful. I clean this bong like every day or two. And it's always got so much weed in it. I think it's because of what I said to Rachel the other day. I think this is a fair claim for me to make. Nobody can fairly accuse me and Rachel of not smoking enough weed. There's the bong lighter.
Thank you.
Well, well, well. Is what one says, and one is pulling bong rips. Wow, I think that's an appropriate fear to have.
I like that we give out wonder points around here.
Yeah, not every live stream awards wonder points.
Meow! I watched you eat already.
Oh, she sent me an email saying, ask your wife, who's 100 times smarter than you, how to avoid the one surefire way to avoid getting sued. I did ask her. She suggested possibly maybe Winston's mom was right that Michelle Sharks wants Rachel to talk to her.
No, but I don't think.
But her main answer was I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so I responded with the question: if it's a surefire way, why don't you just tell me yourself? I don't know if she's responded yet or not. Would I eat Smurf meat? No, I wouldn't eat Smurf meat because Smurfs are sentient beings. They have language, they have a society, they build little huts. Eric, have you heard of CPTSD? No, I've heard of PTSD. What's the C for?
Meow! Meow.
The C could be for chronic, complex PTSD. The C is for technical.
Meow.
Huh. Why do you think I have CPTSD? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, you think she has it? Well, that's possible. I don't feel any like particular anger towards her, or I just think that Yeah, it's probably something like that. I don't want to pathologize her, but that's why I feel generally kind of like, I guess, sorry for her.
I feel bad for trouble right now.
Why? Because he doesn't want to use the cat door.
I shouldn't feel bad for that.
It's fine. I opened the door for him in a second if you hadn't gotten that.
No, I told you. I asked you.
Does everyone believe dinosaurs existed? Yeah, I do. He's very demanding.
You're my handsome man. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. She enjoys insulting me. Well, I kind of enjoy it as well. Douche bro dickweed is pretty good insult, you know. Pretty good.
I've never heard of douche bro before.
Alright. It kind of conveys what she thinks of me as well. Like, it's weird to have somebody perceive me as a douche bro.
Yeah, it is.
Of all people, right?
Out of all people, a douche bro.
Like I've always perceived myself as like the alternative to douche bro.
It's weird. It's fun. It's not weird. It's interesting that. Hello. Hi, Sarah.
Rachel's trying to fix her phone right now.
Okay, I'll let him know. Okay, thank you so much. You too. Bye. Okay, so we both had a block on our phone, and that's why like the text messages weren't going through. She said, for you, at some point to turn your phone off and on, and then it should.
Oh, okay, I can't do it.
Yeah, I just realized. I'll do it. I'll start mine up, and then you do yours when you can.
Well, I mean, I was kind of like curious about that whole like. I mean, was she aware that she was complimenting you? Probably, right?
I don't know. Like, the comments towards me were a lot less harsh than the comments towards you, which made me think, I'm like, she really doesn't like men.
Well, I wonder if she expects it to drive a wedge between us in some way.
Yeah, sure. Maybe.
She must have. Perhaps she presumes that I'm some sort of domineering male.
Yeah, a douche bro.
A douche bro dickweed.
Yeah, dickweed, I guess. I don't know what. Yeah, I think it was unintentional too, Jeremiah Fix.
I know, she's persistent. Write a song about your girl, then send her the song. Even if you suck, she'll like this. What are some good stuff to write songs about? Well, I think if you're trying to write songs that are going to be successful, they're high key, then you try to write songs about things that have universal emotional resonance: love, loss, um, you know, partying, excitement. uh, you want to tell a little story in simple terms that resonates universally, I think.
Yeah. So media, I don't have a Pisces moon, but I do have a Pisces Mars and Venus. So maybe that's showing through.
Do you think she wants me to take that video down? If she would just ask me to take it down, if that's what she wants, I would take it down. I'm not going to take it down under threat of lawsuit, but if she just asked me to take it down, I'd be happy to take it down. I don't care. What about nuclear warheads? Under threat of nuclear warheads, would I take it down? If it was a credible threat, yes.
I want, yeah, a KE. That's a good idea. Who can guess my moon sign?
Who can guess Rachel's moon sign? Who can guess her moon sign? What you think her moon sign is? Is her moon sign right? And the moon sign, yeah. Is her moon sign a me get him, yeah. What's her moon sign? Look into moon sign and find out what her moon sign is. Virgo guesses Jeremiah fixes he right.
No, he's wrong.
That's not her moon sign, Liz.
Show media got it right.
Sag. Oh, I thought he
I
was
am
talking.
Sagittarius moon.
I thought he was saying I should apply for the Screen Actors Guild. I actually thought that. I thought he was making a joke about my show tunes. But no, he was saying Sagittarius.
But you should be a part of the Screen Actors. I mean, you would really make a lot of big changes. There'd be a lot of talking.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, you have to pay.
Is she Sag Sun? Sag Moon is a smart placement.
Well, thank you. I'm a Capricorn sun.
You placed your Sag Moon well. Rachel, you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you. Eric has...
I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
I'm a Taurus.
Yeah, K.E.
Named Boris. Not true, okay? My balls are only saggy when it's hot out. Which is what they should be when it's hot out. They're trying to get themselves some distance from the warmth of my body.
My rising is Libra, which is, I find to be a very common rising sign.
What's my moon?
Eric's moon is Gemini.
I'm a Gemini moon. That means I get a lot of special privileges.
Our moons are exactly opposite.
Tell me this, Rachel. What is my ascending?
Your ascending sign is Capricorn.
I got a Capricorn ascending.
Thanks, Joe Media.
So if you were gonna do my astrology tri-type, it would be Tor, Gem. What's my third one again?
Cat.
Cap. Tor, Gem, Cap. I'm a Tor, Gem, Cap. Okay. Tor, Gem, Caps are known to be both eccentric and really like by the book, and also to be very detail oriented and at the same time very messy.
Yeah, this is all. Yeah, that's what they say.
That kind of ridiculousness is why astrology is silly. Gemini is NE, huh? Sagittarius is NI, huh? And what's Taurus? SI? So that makes me an ESFJ, huh? Well, what did you know? Turns out I'm an ESFJ. I would never have guessed. But thanks to astrology, now I know. Astrology comes through again to resolve life's important questions, of course. Libra is FE. Is my fourth thing Libra? What is my fourth thing? What's my fourth thing, Rachel?
Your fourth name?
My fourth thing in astrology.
We can, I don't know, maybe Mercury, which is, I think, Gemini also?
Double Gemini. I got double Gemini. Double Gemini. Look at me fly with my double Gemini. KE. You sound like a real astrology expert. You sound like an expert on astrotypology. The new field that's sweeping the nation. Astrotypology. Well, I'm mixing our bullshit with something real. We make our bullshit sound more real, and we make what's real more bullshit. Isn't that wonderful? No, that's not wonderful. It's sad but inevitable, I suppose. Like cone putters. Cone putters gotta fix the roads. In order to fix the roads, you gotta put a lot of cones. They gotta do a lot of waving you around things.
Your Mercury is in Aries.
My Mercury's in Aries is actually in Aries. I don't have double Gemini. I have some Aries in there, which is important because Aries is what gives me that high-flying competence that sometimes is called unprofessionalism, but I like to refer to as high-flying competence. Don't disparage my antics. I'm a wooden dog, apparently. You're a wooden dog? Well, I'm very impressed at your ability to communicate in the chat. You're the first wooden dog I've ever known that could type. Um, I'm a metal pig, I think. Am I a metal pig, Rachel? Rachel?
Eric?
Am I a metal pig?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a metal pig.
Like a
What kind of rat are you?
wood.
Wood rat and metal pig. Would be a good name for a band.
Wood rat and metal pig?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Except have them both be one word, you know. Wood rat and metal pig.
No, like slash.
No, just wood rat, one word, and symbol, metal pig.
I like that. That's a good band name.
Yeah, it is.
I was thinking he was a piggy bank too, K.E.
Well, piggy banks aren't made out of metal. I'm more like a sculpture of a pig.
Oh.
That's what's likely to be made out of metal.
You look like you would be made into a sculpture.
Yeah. Basically, I'm such a wonderful pig that I'm the pig that they use as a model to make sculptures of.
So, like, you're the metal pig mold?
Eric, I think she doesn't like to be called that. Eric, I think Rachel has been talking with famous people behind your back. Really? Well.
If I was talking to honestly, if I was talking to famous people, I would absolutely 100% go to Eric first so he could interview them. Like if a famous person.
I think they mean just anybody associated with talking with famous people.
Oh, that's ridiculous. It's both ridiculous. Is he saying that because of my shirt? I'm talking with famous people's shirt?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
Yeah, that's how, I've been talking with face. Race? Sure.
It'll be confusing.
It's okay, you can call me Rach if you want. I do prefer Rachel, but I don't mind. You know.
See, the thing is, I just, for whatever reason, naturally never started calling her Rach.
No.
So, not that long ago, she told me how she doesn't like it when people call her Rach. I guess it was safe because I didn't call her Rach. But now, when I see other people say it, I go, oh, she doesn't like that.
I don't mean to. That's
rat
also
child.
Rat child. That's.
I'm not sure about rats. I was thinking that possibly Chol was another option. You don't have to just use the first half of the name. Or then I was thinking Ol. When you spell it Ol, it looks like L. So a better nickname for Rachel than Ol is L. But I just don't find myself nicknaming her, especially for whatever reason. You have to call her Rachel Schmachel.
Oh, and Eric Buberic.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I did say that Moonfae 11. I have said I like when my friends call me Rach. I guess I'm just true because, like, my mom has been calling me Rach lately, and my cousins, and I think it's, like, so weird because I'm, like, not, like, close with them, so I don't think of... I mean, I am.
I gotta give you another wonder point for that one, share media.
Racism.
That's pretty clever. The thing is, I probably generalized it. Rachel told me she didn't like it when her mom called her Rach.
Yeah.
I generalized from that she doesn't like it when people call her Rach, and I may have just been wrong about that. Maybe she just doesn't like it when her mom calls her.
Yeah,
Rach.
Jeremiah Fix, you're right. It is when it is it does feel weird Moonfei 11. That's why I don't like it. Like I don't like when my mom's like, "Oh, Rach." Like
You think she's being too casual with you?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't really mind it from friends, you just don't like it from your mom.
Yeah, like yeah. And my cousin Melissa calls me Rach and it's like
You're being too familiar.
yeah, it does feel too familiar for some reason.
Well, I'm considering all sorts of things like you know, just call you by the first letter of your name, R. I could call you by your initials, RCS, which is pretty good.
I'm gonna full disclosure myself and tell you how lame I am. This is like my compulsive, this is my OCD sort of shit. So, another reason why I don't like Rage is because I read that, like, I did a numerology comparison of my name with my nickname versus my full name, and apparently, like, the percentage of, like, goodness goes down a lot when people call my name Rach. And you're right, completely right, Moonfei 11. Like, don't like I literally did say I like when my friends call me Rach. Like,
But that was before you learned. There's horrible numerological truth.
Oh my god, it's so dumb.
Rachel, don't say that.
Oh god.
It's fine. It's a little strange to me, but it's fine.
It is strange. I don't know why.
I think if
I
if there ever comes an occasion when I'm trying to be stern with you, which doesn't ever work out well, but if I ever do, I'm gonna call you Rachel Christine Strauss.
Ooh, I'll know I'm in trouble then. Oh my god, no! Oh, I don't want to be in trouble. Yeah, it's lame show media. It really is. There's like a website that you can do and you can find out if your name is lucky for your birthday. So it calculates like your soul urge, your destiny, and your life path compared with your name. And my compatibility, the name Rach with my birthday is very incompatible. It so the resonance of my existence.
How does LEL work?
I'll see. I'll check right now.
You're L Christine.
EL, just EL.
Yeah,
or, okay.
yeah. It's like the Mexican for the Christine.
Okay, where am I?
What do you think about it? Like, just going by your middle name. If I just
Christine?
If I just started calling you Christine.
Oh my god, I'd be like, is this a new identity that I have?
Rachel adds up to 11.
Okay, so my name L, right? E-L?
Yeah, E-L.
And then 16.
My name's not spelled with a K.
January 1985. Ooh.
Not
41%.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
What if you just went by Christine?
Okay.
R. Period Christine Strauss.
Wait.
Just go with
Okay,
just
okay.
go with Christine.
Christine first. Whoa, 72%.
That's not too bad. See, Rach. New Group says Rach is a bit too close to Roach. Well, what you could say about it really is that Rach is a cross between a rash and a roach. That's not good.
Thank you, Boba Fett. I appreciate that because, I'm a big fan of my name, and my parents want to call me Rebecca, but then my cousin also had a cousin named Rebecca on her dad's side, so they didn't want there to be two Rebeccas, so they called me Rachel.
I'm glad. I wouldn't want you to be called Becky.
Becky. Okay, so I'm doing what name now?
R. Period Christine.
R. Period. Okay, I won't do periods, so I'll just do R. Christine.
Yeah. You can just make it one word. Or Christine.
Okay, I'll make one word. Christine.
Or Christine.
Christine. Justin is a good name. I'll do Eric's name next. Let's see. Wait, January 1985.
There are two qualities to Rachel. You can view it either as strengths of the name or as weaknesses of the name. One is it's hard to rhyme with anything else. There's nothing really that rhymes with Rachel. Number two is that it's hard to nickname. Like let's say you were named Rebecca. I might call you Rebs, Bex, Bexter, Beckaroo.
Yeah, Bex I actually like.
I don't mind Bex, Becky, the normal.
I would hate to be called Becky though. I don't even feel like a Becky.
No, you're not a Becky.
No.
Sachel.
Yo, so Christine?
Christine, yeah.
Yeah, 72 as well. So
not too bad.
Yeah, those are maybe I should get those nicknames.
Becky with the good hair, huh? Okay, wow. It was that Becky, then fine. Sir Red Charles. I wonder if many parents pick their kid's name based on numerology.
Some people do.
Well, I could turn out the name QRFSE. Got 100%.
Oh my god, imagine that's why Elon
That's why his name is Quirf.
Imagine if that's why. Well, Elon would be possibly into. Yeah, I mean, if it's just Tool and
But do they have numbers in numerology? I guess the number would just be itself.
I guess.
Yeah, it was like AEX03 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You kept an eye on numerology when renaming yourself, huh?
Cool, Moonfay 11. So I'm happy that like you get where I'm coming from. It's so gaff, like it really is, but something about the vibrations of the words that are coming out of a person's mouth. But I feel bad because I know I'm going back on what I said about how I like.
Don't feel bad. You're allowed to change your mind about arbitrary stuff like this. From now on, I'm going by Little Ricky Straussers. I'm sorry, Little Ricky Straussers. Wool is out. We're back with little being in now. So from now on, I'm going by Little Ricky Straussers.
Little Ricky Straussers.
Yeah, what do you think?
I really love it. I want to find out the compatibility.
Okay. Remember, it's little.
Okay, so
not wool.
Not wool. Okay. No. Little Ricky. How are you spelling Ricky?
R-I-C-I-E.
R-I-C-I-E?
Yes.
And then Strausser?
Straussers.
Straussers?
Yeah, so it's Strauss with an E-R-S at the end. Little Ricky Straussers.
Okay. 27. April 1971. Oh.
Oh, what is it?
29%.
Uh-oh. Guess I'm not changing my name to Little Ricky Strauss. It's too bad. That's too bad. Oh, you think that's a cool camera angle? Well, how about this a camera angle? This one looks, huh? I'll go stand over here like this. Let me move this out of the way.
This is an angle that they have like people in art school do because of the different like perspectives.
Right. So let's act out a scene, okay? The scene is I'm telling you I'm going to the store, but you're worried I'm secretly going to vandalize the Christmas tree lot.
Okay.
Okay? We'll act out the scene, we'll do the blocking. And then I'll walk out. So, okay, well, I'm going to go to the store and get that bread now.
Bread? We've got plenty of bread.
Well, we don't got no sourdough bread, do we?
No, we don't have sourdough bread. It's just regular white
Yeah,
bread.
I need to go get the sourdough.
What's the sourdough for?
Do I need to get the third degree every time I want to go get bread?
I don't want
I
bread.
want to have.
It's gonna go bad.
I want to have sourdough and regular bread sandwiches with regular bread to be the bread and sourdough bread be the meat.
I hope that I don't have to do the Heimlich maneuver on you because that's a lot of bread.
I'm gonna put a lot of mayonnaise on it.
Oh, goodness me.
Okay, well anyway, I'm off to vandalize the Christmas tree.
Oh, I'm seriously, you just said that you were going to go vandalize the Christmas
I'll
tree.
make it sourdough bread.
I heard what I heard.
Oh, I feel sick to my stomach. Like I need to eat a food.
Yes, you should.
I'm gonna get a yogurt. Oh, I had this other food too from yesterday. Right now, though, I'm just gonna get a yogurt. What's it?
Now settle down, little Ricky.
Well, you know I hate that Christmas tree dog.
I know.
No, nigger, it's little, not low. Oh, I forgot to see what the date was. I meant to look at it with my glasses. Smells fine. Looks fine. What is this? Came from the same one as these ones. What does this date say? I don't know where my glasses are.
That's okay. You can always ask me to read September 9th.
What's the
So,
date
like,
today?
Today, the 7th. So there's 2 more days on this. It's good.
This smells good.
Yeah.
I think it's still good.
I'm gonna text you.
Uh-oh, this TV is on I'm gonna text you. Oh, I still didn't get a spin. Having a lot of trouble getting a spin today.
It's true, new group. That boy just don't act right every time we run low on sourdough. I mean, we already got bread in the house.
Well, I'm back. If the police ask, I was not vandalizing the Christmas tree lot.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a text message.
I'm not gonna really be able to check it.
Okay, so then I will wait. It's not a big deal.
It's fine. We're about ready to end the stream. I'm gonna end the stream now because I'm hopeful the Great Cleric comes out at some point. If it doesn't even, though, I might be feeling like a mid-morning nap here pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's been a long morning. We
Yeah.
live streamed, we checked some trashes out.
Yeah, good for you. Congratulations.
You got up to have a cup of coffee and bar rips way earlier than you normally get up.
Yeah, this is way earlier than I usually wake up.
I think it's because you need your gesundheit examined.
Maybe. Oh, Gesundheit. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I want to take a shower, but I want to, like, my clarifying shampoo is coming in the mail today at, like, 1 latest. So, is that okay?
That's fine. I think we should
Okay.
take a nap first anyway.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little nappy, you know. If you'd like to wait till 1 to take a shower, that's fine. You still got it wrong. It's little Ricky Strausers with an ERS at the end. Okay. All right. Goodbye, everybody, and good night.